What went wrong?
Yeah, I mean, we obviously first think about the process that we followed. Was there anything that we missed in the process? I would say that I've been involved in many of these now, and I feel that it was one of the most thorough and longest processes I've been in to select a head coach. That is not to say that it is foolproof, as we can see now, but I'm sure that there was still something that we missed. There is still, as you know, a head coach is a head coach and its environment always. And you try to make the best decision based on what you're able to see from a head coach, and that doesn't always transport identically from one environment to the rest.
I mean, results are always important, but results is not just only the results, it's also the performances. I think we had lots of games where we could have won, where we played decent enough to pick up points, but we didn't. And then, of course, it comes down to that, how do we really want to play? So, I mean, as I said before, Diego said it as well, it's an on-field matter. And an on-field matter is my full responsibility. So we had a search and we decided to sign a coach, and we didn't hit what we really wanted to get out of that. But I think we also need to be clear, this is not pointing the finger at Olof Mellberg. I think there is coming a lot of more things into it. That's the players, that's the staff, that's myself as well. And we need to put our head together to find solutions. So I think that's for us the most important part, to not just look back now, point fingers, but to be clear that we have to pull that out of the bad situation together. And that's what we do with the current stuff. That we wanted to play our city style, which we always said is non-negotiable. That's the way we want to play. We want to be front foot defending. We want to be aggressive. We want to be a pressing team. And unfortunately, we did not really see that much once the season started. I have to say it was also in the starter plan, because we wanted to be a bit more better organized defensively, which worked out really well in the first few games, where we didn't concede much. We also didn't concede many chances. But the game with the ball, the offensive part, stayed unfortunately behind. And that was the way where I say our playing style was not really met in the way we wanted it.
What was Olaf's explanation for not playing your style play, especially once you started losing a bunch or not winning a bunch?
Yeah, I mean, go back to that, Ben. We had obviously a lot of talks and a lot of meetings prior, and we discussed that. Diego mentioned it. The coach makes the final decision on match day who plays. And there is discussions before and after the game how we want to play, but every coach wants to get the maximum out at the maximum is results. And if the coach decides that the first 11 he picks or the style he wants to play in this moment, he does it to get wins. And that was the reason why Olaf decided to select the way he selected. I think that's a pretty simple one.
I would also add, like when we've had lots of conversations with him, he was always very clear around that this isn't his natural desired style of play either. The style of play that he played, his teams played before coming here. But he was also pragmatic around trying to find the best way to win games. And that's what he felt was the best way to win games.
We have 19 games left, which is more than half of the season, which is 57 points to play for. And if we get enough points, obviously we can't think now we have to make the playoffs right now. That would be not realistic. I think it's thinking now from game to game, get back into a flow, get back into a belief, get some confidence back. And I think David Critchley can do that. Yeah, I mean, I'm optimistic that we get players back now. I'm optimistic with the way David actually had his first sessions, or in general, how we speak about football. So I speak with David at least twice a week, regardless what happened now, but also before. I think the way of play, to go back to our basics, I would say, is super important. We believe in Critch. We also believe in the squad, and that's very important that we move forward, try get back to our ways, believe in our playing style. And I thought what worked pretty well towards the end of last season with basically the same squad plus 2 more additions is for me very surprising that we do not get any results right now with a team which had, looking at numbers, definitely will have the quality to be a playoff team.